Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And I'm making a birthday card for my granddaughter, so I thought I'd come on live and share it with my crafty friends. So if you're here, come in and say hello. It's a very different time for me, so I don't know if anyone will join me, but I'm hoping that somebody might. So I'm thinking along the lines of that children's book or series of books. Hi Georgiana, and you come away in and get cozy. I'm not sure if anyone else will come in and join us, but yeah. So my granddaughter Amy, one of my granddaughters, is going to be 10 this week, and so she likes that certain series of books. Well, I think for her it's more the series of films. Hey Kerry, and you come. I thought by coming on a slightly different time, different people might get in. I kind of had this planned in my head and I was just going to make it, and I thought, why don't you share it? Because it might inspire someone else. So I've been playing, I pulled out a piece of the autumn, all about autumn paper because of the books, and quite often in that, what do you call it, that series of books, that Harry Potter series, I don't know, I see the owl sitting on a pile of books. I don't know if that's part of it or not, and I'm not actually trying to imitate anything. All I'm doing is suggesting. She is a great fan. She's been to Harry Potter World. She did that last year for her birthday, so it's big for her. So I thought that would give me a basis of a card. And then I had I've die cut out some pieces. Now I die cut this out from the owl, is it, I don't know what's it called, owl dies. That's the alphabet ones, the packet I've got here. And that's alphabet alamode dies. And then we have the owls, and I don't seem to have, oh yeah, I do have the packet here for them. So they're the winter owl dies, if you're looking for these. And I just thought it would be good to show you, and then of course I started sticking it together. So I've got this one, and so this is clever because you can stick these extra wing bits, the extra feathers on the wings. So you can stick them underneath for this owl. It's just gorgeous. And then that one under there. And then we've got this owl in flight. So that's I've used that die and these two extra feathers for the wings. You've got a tree stump here, you've got branches, and then you've got dies that cut out the owl stamps that are actually in the stamp set. I've used them a few times, well, the owls that are in the stamp set a few times, so I decided I want to use the die owls. So I'll just show you how I've stuck this together, but I'll show you what happened to me earlier because you'll laugh. I know, Georgie, you'll laugh, okay? So I had stuck this together, and then I thought, oh, cut up my card base, because I wanted to see what this was like stuck together. I hadn't ever done it before. So I had laid that down there, and then I thought, right, I need to cut my card base, and I got my trimmer out, and I'm cutting away, got to this piece, and I'm cutting that down to the size I needed. And then suddenly I realised that this was hanging on the edge, and I cut the poor thing's wing. So that led me then to think, but if you cut another one, then you can cut it, pop this on top, and it will just look that bit sturdier. So I've cut out the letters for Amy, and I've cut out a 1 and a 0 so we can put her age on. I haven't sorted out a happy birthday sentiment yet, and I do need to take these little bits out of these feathers. And does that ever happen to other people? It had obviously stuck to the underside of that paper. Yeah. So I have been cold all day today and a bit tired. I don't know if it was just trying to keep warm today that I got tired. I don't know. Did go out for a walk, did a few admin things, but I then had to, do you know what it upset me is because I've had to put the heating on. So I'm just going to put a thin line of glue on the very edge of the underside of both wings. I'm keeping the card quite simple really, so I'll talk you through the measurements and things. Now, I think that's the wing for here because you want these bigger feathers towards the outside. I'm assuming this is what you're supposed to do because no one told me, I'm just surmising. I've never actually watched what anyone else has done. Yeah, I might just put it on the inside. You're quite right, Kerry. You don't always have to have it on the outside. And that's why, you know, we'll see. I don't want to make it a hugely complicated. Isn't that owl beautiful? I'm a bit worried about its hollow eyes though. I don't mind all these other beautiful. These are like wee heart shapes that are meant to be, you know, just the texture on the wings and patterning. But I would quite like to have a bit of orange behind the eyes. I wonder if I've just got a wee scrap of pumpkin pie or something. Let's see what we got. Why is it when I've got everything except the one I want? Oh, here it is. I don't know if this is a bit mad, but I just think, because I've got a wee idea for the beak when I'm finished. I'm just going to see if I can trim just the teeniest bit here. See if it had orange behind its eyes. I don't know. But I'm going to do it anyway, do you know, because, well, what's the harm? Doesn't need to be quite as big as that. And when the glue dries, that'll look, it might be the tiniest. Do you know what I'm thinking? I can't actually fill that area with our fine tip glue pen. I don't know, we'll wait till we get there. But I wanted that, yeah, that will be fine like that. So if we then layer this up, it will give, it actually gives, because I've put these wings at slightly different spacing, but that's good because that gives that more texture and more fullness. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Oh well. Maybe I've come on at a time when there's other people on. It's certainly not a time I normally come on at. But you're here, so that's what matters. Because I think when I put that on, I think I'll put it on with dimensionals. You'll see. Let's just put this bit together and then we can see what we think. So if you've come on, please come in and say hello. So this paper is from the All About Autumn paper, and it's just, yeah, it does kind of make you want to think about dark nights and cozying up with a good book. So this is probably about a 5.5 inches square card. Here I've used centimetres, it's 14.5 centimetre square card base. But, you know, about anything from about 5.5 is about right for this. And just cut your own layers. Hey Sherry, nice to see you. From Indiana. I'm going to take this piece of paper off because whatever I was doing here before has been, I think it's sticking the owl to it, it's all very tacky. That's, see, I'm now thinking, should I be putting this on making a bit of a device for it? Have I got a piece of, I've got loads of bits of them, I just don't know where to put them. I did have loads of the acetate. That's that, I can never get that word, acetate. You know the bits of acetate that come in our stamp boxes. So I'm just thinking if I made a bit of a, what do you call it, like a zigzag. I'm not measuring this, I'm just doing it with my fingers because I'm just going to try and see if it works or not. So we have the owl bumping up on that. Possible. It's possible. So let me see if I've got glue dots. You know, that for its speak. Oh, so what's everyone else up to just now? I don't know what time of day it will be for you. I think that's maybe, is that too high? That'll just pop, bing up when it comes out of the envelope. And she is going to be 10. She likes a bit of, you know, we like a bit of fun when we're 10. You're at 4:22 in the afternoon. Well, I'm at 9:22 in the evening. So I'm just going to use a couple of glue dots. But I'm thinking it might be a good idea to really strengthen these creases, to be honest with you. I wonder, where's my bone folder? just so that when I need it flat, they will go flat. And you're at 3:22 in Arkansas, and Kerry's just starting her Wednesday and we're still on Tuesday. There you go. We're all on different time zones. Right, so if I'll leave that, I'll get the Amy and 10 on first, won't we? Let's get those letters over. It's quite good she's got a short name. So I didn't put this on sticky sheet, so we'll just a few dots of glue, not too much. I could just sponge it on, but we'll just, it's neither wonder my sheet gets sticky, isn't it? I've got where it is, my silicone sheet should be out. Oh, you wouldn't believe what's just happened. So I opened the drawer and my box of these little clips came bouncing out and they're all over the floor. Oh, I'll sort that later. But what was I looking for? The silicone sheet, which doesn't seem to be here. Oh yeah, it is, because I washed it. Yes, I washed all the glue up. They'll pick up. In fact, you know what? I've got a strong magnet up there. I'll gather them soon. So if you have come in and you haven't said hello yet, do come and say hello. We're a smaller group than usual tonight, but as I say, I'm at a completely different time. So you, Kerry, you probably don't see my evening lives then, because if I come in the evening, I'm usually come a bit earlier than this, and you'd be fast asleep at my usual time, so it's good just to do it at different times so that you can see different people and meet different people. I'm not very good at the old tweezers thing. Oh, you do catch my lives usually, that's good. What are they? But they must be, I don't know how you, because quite often I come on live at like 6 o'clock in my evening, like about 3.5 hours ago. Do you catch me before you go to bed? Right, Amy is going to be 10, so I think we'll just pop the 10 up here, because I think the owl is going to keep that half of the card to itself, isn't it? Okay. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I was thinking that, thank goodness. But some people do, you know, sleep at different times. I'm just taking the surplus glue off before it becomes an issue. Well, it's good to have you here tonight anyway. Just putting just some dots. Does anyone here remember when they were 10? And how grown up you thought you were? Oops! I'm making a real mess with the glue here. Right, I've lost my wee device thing that I made though. Did anybody see where it went? It probably went boinging away when that, when the oh no, here it is, right. So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, but we'll have, you know, these things develop. So if I glue that bit there and then put that one there, let's try it and see. Yeah, nothing to lose, have we? Now I'll get some glue dots on the top of it. Hi Nessa, in you come. I know I've come on at an odd time and confused everybody today. But it's quite nice to have you guys in here and not feel like I'm just sitting all on my own. I've been doing quite a lot of jobs today that no one could help me with, so it's nice then just to, when you're crafting, to have a bit of company. What do you think? Is that too much? It's not good, but the thing is, when it stands up, it's going to fall over, isn't it? I wonder if I just did it. I'm not sure. I mean, sure, certainly it'll be something when it comes out, but do you think I should cut one section off? Yeah, I think it's just a bit long, isn't it? Boing, 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 boing. Just going to take this very carefully off. Where's my glue dots gone? Here they are. We'll try this one and see what happens. I've just taken one section off. It might not be enough. But if you don't try, you don't know. Yeah, that's maybe a bit better. It's just giving it a bit of a wobble now. How do you think? It's a wobbly owl. Children like something that's a bit interactive, and frankly so do I. So, do you think she'll get the reference to Harry Potter? I don't know if I want it. I think I might still want a happy birthday on the front. Wonder about the wanted to say dies. Wonder just about that happy birthday. Let me just get them out first. Where are they? Oh goodness, I had them out yesterday. Now I don't know where I put them. Aha, they're here. What? Put HB on there. Happy birthday inside. I think she'll work it out without me spelling it. Have stars. No, we'll just not. I'm just going to complicate it. Okay, so I've lost. I should have 2 dies out and I've only got 1. Where's the happy birthday one? Is it inside here? Oh gosh. There's no hope for me, is there? Right. Just get the old machine out and cut this out. I do have my mini machine out earlier. It doesn't want to be here. Be the big one. Alright, there's one clip was on my machine, so that's a start. Right, so where do you think I might have the scraps of Blackberry Bliss and divide? Here we go. Just to keep the colour palette about where it was. And I should have a scrap of white. Yes, I do. That'll be big enough, I think, will it? Yes. Okay, we're in business. So what am I doing? White? Yeah. That bit and Blackberry Bliss. And this bit on. Do you know, I don't actually, although I have met J.K. Rowling and I do have her autograph, and my children and my grandchildren have read her books and watched her films. I've watched part of some of the films, but I haven't read the books, simply because there were times as a mum when my kids were reading the books I got some peace and quiet to do other things. Is that bad? And I've read some, but I've never really got around to it. I should really, I mean, she's a fellow Scot and all that, but as I say, I have met her. She actually presented my daughter's Duke of Edinburgh award to her many years ago. Right, so this is a very handy die set, this just wanted to say. out. Where did those... I need somebody to be sort of standing here and just passing things. Hi, Martina. Well, yeah, I'm just making a wee birthday card for Amy because she'll be 10 on Friday. I cannot believe that. So I'm doing a birthday card with a bit of a Harry Potter reference. Right, more bits for the floor for the Hoover. Okay. In you come, Martina. Did they all budge up and make room for you? Did you make sure that Martina's got a drink or something? And something to eat? Oh, your daughter's coming over from Friday from Scotland. Wow, you'll have a lovely time then. From Drumnadrochit to Germany. I hope you all have a lovely time. Just your daughter or the family? Hi Sam, nice to see you. Not seen you for a while. Okay, I'm just popping this on to the background. And then I'll decide if I want it in or out. Those of you who've just come on, I'm not sure if you've seen the card that I'm nearly finished making. Well, I'm pleased to say that I'm booked now to go see my son in Australia. We're going in March, but we're going via Tokyo so that Peter can run Tokyo Marathon, you know, as you do. So we're going to have 5 days in Tokyo and then 2 weeks in Australia with the family. And I'm going to be 2 weeks tidying up this desk because I seem to be fully making a mess. Like kids, they do, if they're busy doing stuff, yeah, I get that. But do you know what, it'd be nice to have your daughter to yourself. Okay, so is happy birthday going? I think happy birthday actually would work there. Could actually bring the owl down a little bit. So she's moved into Inverness, into the city. I could move that down a little. Yeah, that's from the Winter Owl set, Martina. I'm loving it. I've just got round to doing it. This one. This is standalone dies to make this one up. And I stuck a little bit of orange behind so it could have owl eyes. So I could pop it down about here. I've just used a bit of, what do you call it, window sheet, the extra acetate that comes with the stamps in the stamp box. So I think that's me. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I'm just making sure I don't lose any dies because I've made enough mess. Yeah, so what do you think, everybody? don't think she'll get it. I like the 3D, and that will just, if I'm just careful to pop that down, actually I need to move it up slightly, just so that when I'm putting it in the envelope, the wing doesn't get damaged. There we go. Boing. So thanks everyone for coming in. Is there anything, any other detail you think I need to put on? Does it need Wink of Stella on the owl, or shall I just leave well alone? Hello Cindy. Oh, you're heading to Walla Walla. Oh, Walla Walla Bing Bong. I don't know where Walla Walla is. But, because to me WA is Western Australia. Do you need bling? Where shall we put the bling? Oh look! What we got? Oh, snowflakes. Don't know. I don't know what we've got that would bling it up. I still don't know what Eastern WA is, because WA is Western Australia to me. See, friends across the pond, you assume we know, and we don't. Wonder if it'd be better with some of these. Washington. Okay, thank you for that. I will forget though. Just because my son lives in Western Australia, that WA's that to me. If you see something that you think would work, do you think these would just be bling, or should we put some Wink of Stella on the owl? Somebody help me here, or do I just need to walk away? Wink of Stella on the owl, that's kind of where my head was going. Okay, alright, that's a good suggestion, but can you suggest where I might have put my Wink of Stella, because I do have a brand new one if we're stuck. Here we go. Yeah, Walla Walla Bing Bong. Okay, right guy, you're gonna get some Wink of Stella. I'm just procrastinating because I don't want to go and leave you all. I'm just happy to have some company. Why do just a little bit when you can do all of them? A sparkly owl. Okay, so Cindy, what are you going to do when you get to Walla Walla? Walla Walla. Oh, we could be here a while, girls. So I'm quite pleased. I've been thinking about I need to make a card all week, and it just wasn't, I wasn't inspired. I wasn't getting it. You know how you sometimes just have to have a wee spark of an idea before you get started. So most of you will have met Amy on my channel at some time. She's a better stamper than I am. But she doesn't have so much time nowadays, that she's getting older and she's got so many other interests going on. Like you say, Martina, they start to get a bit busy. They don't have the same use for granny anymore. Oh, right, so you're going for a few days. That sounds interesting. I never went to Washington State when I was in the US on any of my visits. But I did go to Washington DC, and it rained. And it rained and it rained and it rained. It rained on my parade. Right, so we now have Sparkly Owl. What do you think? I don't know if the camera picks that up or not. Okay, so thank you everyone for coming in and keeping me company. And Cindy, you have a lovely time in Walla Walla. Martina, you have a lovely time with your daughter when she comes. And I'm sure I will see Amy at some point on her birthday. Let's just hope she's far too busy to watch Granny's channel before her birthday. So yeah, let me see if I can find the way out. I actually was thinking if I hold there, can you see that better now, the sparkle on the owl? Oh no, you saw the mess on the way down. There you go. So where's the door? So thanks everyone who came in and kept me company while we got that off the ground. Yeah, the owl die is lovely, and if you don't have it, perhaps you need it, I don't know. But anyway, so if you're watching on the replay, please subscribe if you haven't already. Please press the bell icon to get notified when I'm coming on again. And down in the description box below, if you push the show more button, you'll get all the links to my shop and my social media. Yep. So we'll see you all later. Thanks, ladies. And any gents that come on later, hello. Bye-bye. See you in the next one. Bye.